So we continue with our discussion about data management. So these are the learning outcomes of the said unit. So we will be talking about stating the hypothesis. So based on the module, we have the following description of the null hypothesis. So it is denoted, or the notation used is H sub O. So O, that is subscript, written as a subscript. This is a statement that is being checked at or evaluated. So the null hypothesis usually means no consequence, no difference, or to put it in another way, things haven't changed. So it's as is. Well, the alternate hypothesis, which is denoted as H sub A, this is a statement you'll make if the proof or the data is compelling enough to persuade you to deny the HO, or the null hypothesis. So it's a statistical test, or a statistical test is used to evaluate how good the proof or the data is in contrast to the null hypothesis. So examples for stating hypothesis, so we will be basing it from our problem. So if our problem is there a significant difference between the actual mean and the hypothetical mean in an English test? So we are going to state our null hypothesis as there is no significant difference between the actual mean and the hypothetical mean in an English test. While the alternate hypothesis is uh, there is a significant difference between the actual mean and the hypothetical mean in an English test. So the statement is just more or less the same except for the given phrase. So next problem, is there a significant difference between the private and public schools' not performance in mathematics? So when we state the null hypothesis, HO, there is no significant difference between the private and public schools' not performance in mathematics. Well, the alternate hypothesis, there is a significant difference between the private and the public schools' not performance in mathematics. So for our last problem, is there a significant change of attitude among high school student teachers after the conduct of the training? So our null hypothesis would be there is no significant change in attitude among high school student teachers after the conduct of the training, while the alternate hypothesis would be there is a significant change in attitude among high school student teachers after the conduct of the training. So these are how we are going to state our hypothesis, whether it's a null hypothesis or the alternate hypothesis. Thank you so much for listening.